Alright, hey guys, gonna do a little comparison on arms. The arms of Kevin Levrone and Phil Heath in particular. Everybody knows Kevin's gonna do the Olympia this year. Heard Kevin, talk about how people compare him and Phil Heath all the time. There are some similar comparisons between these two guys. Take a look at Kevin's arms here a little bit. Amazing tricep development. That's one thing you notice about him right away. Those things are full blown, baby, as he likes to say. That was the name of his band, right? Yeah. Well, this picture I think is a little older. Maybe it's hard to say, I guess, but man, it looks a little flat there. You can see this. Probably when he first started bodybuilding, probably. He's got the full head of hair going on. Nowhere near as big. Really did some improvements on his triceps there. Biceps kind of full, but they lack peak. I think that was always one of Kev's problems with his biceps per se, is they didn't have peak. But I mean, believe me, I can relate. Mine don't have much peak either. I mean, my arms are nowhere par with his at all, obviously, but that was kind of one of the downfalls of his biceps. Take a look at Phil's arms here. Phil, wow, look at that. Holy smokes. Things are blown up. Of course, he's got a pump going on, but he's got some freaky arms. Very, they resemble Levrone's arms, or vice versa, however you want to talk about it. The huge tricep. Look at that outer head, man. That is crazy. It separates the men from the boys right there as far as arm development, in my opinion. That outer head, just bulging. Wow, here's another amazing picture. Look at those arms. It's crazy. Holy moly. Let's go back to Kevin here. It's not a very flattering picture right here at all. It's a little flat. I don't know if that's when he's young or maybe towards the end of his career. I don't know. Somebody chime in and tell me, I guess. Wow, look at that side try. That is awesome. Here you go, compared to Ronnie. See if I can get this thing up here. Photo bucket, where are you, buddy? Yeah, taking too long. Anyway, here's compared to Ronnie. You can kind of see, I think this is toward the end of Kevin's career, obviously, but yeah, wow, Ronnie's got some big arms in that picture. I think this is probably the year Kevin came in a little off when it was last Olympias. Here's Kevin compared to Lee Priest, who many people say has the best arms in history. They're very close. I mean, I don't know. You can say Kevin's on par with Lee in that picture, in my opinion. Great. This is kind of his signature pose right here, in my opinion. The big chest, the tries bulging out, back flaring. Yeah, man, that's a great picture there too as well. There's kind of pumped up. Guy had this outer sweep on his tries was just crazy. More Phil Heath. Man, yeah, Phil's got some impressive arms. Let's see if we can maybe get some bicep. There's a bicep measurement. Can't really see what that is, but usually guys' arms aren't as big as you think they are. But I see the guy from Bios 3 training there measured his, and they came in a lot smaller than most people would think. But I think I'd give the edge in biceps to Phil Heath. I think he's got a little more peak separation in his biceps. Here you go. Put it in perspective against like a normal dude here. How big Phil Heath really is. Wow, look at that. It looks like it's compressed a little bit, though. I think these pictures are compressed, maybe. Can't find a whole lot of him flexing his bicep, though. That's strange. But obviously, in my opinion, Phil has some of the best arms in the history of the sport as well. Let's go back to Kev. Oh, he's doing behind the neck press with the dumbbell. That's one of my favorite exercises. It really hits that long head, the meaty part of the tricep. There's Kevin. on peak measurements. Says arms are 23.25. That's probably an exaggeration. Probably, but I bet they were legit 21. For sure. Yeah. That's Vince Taylor. I don't know who that guy is. There's Paul Dillette. That guy had some big arms too. Yeah. So I think it's relatively close in the arms, but I would give the edge on peak condition to Phil Heath. Whether that be a little better arm genetics or, who knows what these guys are putting into their arms. Hard to say. Maybe that, Kev didn't have access to some of this stuff, or didn't go as far as Phil does. But obviously, these two guys have some of the best arms in history.